Legend Total War here, and today we've got a rating an early game Doomstack, I suppose. Playing as the Von Carsteins, we've got Isabella Von Carstein with a Failbat crap stack, or poop stack, or whatever. Alright, so this guy thinks that this army's alright. I'm very skeptical about it. He said he managed to win against this army of dwarfs, but he's playing on normal battle difficulty, which there's a huge difference between that and very hard battle difficulty. I'm not going to test any of your Doomstacks on normal battle difficulty because it's just not really a fair comparison to all the other ones that have actually had to hold up on very hard. Anyway, let's just see how this goes. He managed to get a Pyrrhic victory on normal battle difficulty. Let's see if we can even manage to get a win on very hard because, look, there are some armies that'll perform pretty much the same on normal battle difficulty and very hard, right? But you have to lean out of the difficulty rating in order to do that. So the armies that are affected least by the difficulty rating are when you used ranged and magic and monsters, because this is how the battle difficulty works. It gives them 20% melee defense, I think, 20% melee attack, 15% weapon strength, 10 extra leadership. So basically, you need to just not lean into just fighting them in melee, because even if the stats seem about even, it's always an uphill battle. And these are, of course, a melee unit, so they're going to be going into melee. They're going to be affected by the battle difficulty. This is why the Wind of Death is so effective, because they can't resist that on the difficulty. Like, even though they've got magic resistance, it doesn't make any difference. The difficulty rating doesn't give them extra magic resistance or anything, which is why that usually works. Now, in this case here, we've got Isabella at rank 16. It's around turn 42, so that's not early in a campaign with vampire counts. You should be really up and running by that point. Now, what he's done here is he's focused all of his points on making the Fellbats really good, and Isabella doesn't have any of her magic. Now, even if we didn't have a Skelly Spam army, I would say that you're still going to get way more value out of having Wind of Death, because at rank 16, which is what she's at, you should have all of your magic lines sorted, because it takes 12 points to get there. So you should have Arcane Conduit, which will also give you magical reserves as well, so you'll have extra winds of magic. And you should also have Lawmaster of Vampires, so you can cast Wind of Death, overcasted for 21 winds of magic, which is very cheap. With 80 reserves, we could get, 3 or 4 casts of overcasted Wind of Death. That could kill several hundred dwarves. Now, based on the buffs that we're seeing here, these are, like, okay buffs, don't get me wrong. But is that worth doing that over the magic? I don't think so, but let's give it a fair chance. I'm just heavily skeptical about this. And another big thing about this is that money has to be taken into consideration with early game Doomstacks. Usually with crap stacks, the way that they work is that they're cheaper than Doomstacks. Like, they're not, like, can't beat everything, but they're, like, effective for their price. Like, we take an example of, like, an effective crap stack is the Nasty Skulkers for the Greenskins, or Goblin Fanatics, right? So the Nasty Skulkers, which are like a tier 2 unit, which are able to hold their own in the late game because you're able to boost them very easily, and they're also, way cheaper than a regular Doomstack, and they've got special abilities such as Stalk and Smoke Bomb and that kind of stuff. So you're able to use that even into the late campaign. Now, if you're doing Fellbats and it's costing 92 gold per Fellbat, and this is on very hard battle difficulty, which means if you're playing on, very hard campaign, if you're playing on Legendary, expect an extra 10% on top of that. This is more expensive than a Skeleton Spear army. So it's more expensive, and I also think it won't perform as well. But like I said, I'll give it a fair chance. I'm not going to waste enemy ammunition here, because I think that'll just take forever. I'm just going to go straight in. What we want to be doing is, like, hit and runs, and just, like, trying to isolate specific units and just kill them that way. So I managed to catch them while they were still getting organized, which is good. So I imagine the Fellbats will be alright against their Quarrelers with, decent weapon strength there. But I'm really worried about how well they're going to do against the Longbeards. We've caught them in forced march, so they're going to be a bit tired, which will help. But, they still have a lot of leadership. That difficulty modifier plus 10 is pretty significant. Which, if he was playing on normal battle difficulty, you know, he probably would have been able to rout them quite easily. Like, as an example, these guys here all have fear, which will affect everyone except for, like, Longbeards, right? Because they're immune to psychology, so it's not going to affect them. But fear is a -8 leadership penalty, so on very hard battle difficulty, fear doesn't even compensate for that. So yeah, at any point that this here hits 10 leadership, and obviously hasn't broken, it would have broken on normal battle difficulty. So see if I can catch the moments where... So that would be at 16 if it wasn't on very hard. Also, we get a -4 leadership penalty as well, so it's actually 14 leadership difference. Does she have Curse of Undeath? Nope. Nope. Okay, make sure we shatter them. Good. This is the easy part here. Taking out these guys. Yeah, good. Getting rid of this one early is very good. Not yet. Not yet. They also have the hunger, so they're actually able to regenerate themselves a little bit. No, just get Isabel to do it. But good, they're still being defensive. Yeah, just get Isabella to finish that off. Chase him around the other way. If he meets back up... Oh, no, it's okay, we got him. Good, that guy would have been a real big pain. Good, he's dead. Alright, good start to the battle so far. But mainly just due to them being stupid. Alright, actually back off for a bit. We got these 2 miners over here. The miners will do a ton of damage to the bats, but they won't do that much damage to Isabella. They've only got a little bit of ammo, so let's waste them. Now that the engineer's gone, they can't replenish their ammo. Come on. Whenever you're ready. Like I said, it just doesn't do much damage to single entities. And it, you know, there was the potential there for them to do a ton of damage to the bats. Plus, we're able to dodge it reasonably okay. Okay, there's another miner with blasting charges over here. Huh, we might actually win this after all. Like, the bouncer power's not looking too bad, and... Maybe. I'm feeling a bit more hopeful now. We'll see. Because honestly, they did kill those quarrelers fairly quickly. But we'll see what happens when we go up against their actual melee troops. Okay, fuck off. Actually, this could work. I was going to lure them over here, but isolate them one at a time. What's she got? Glittering scales. Okay, that's useful. Alright, she needs backup now. Let's go. Good, used up all of their miner ammunition there. It's good. Alright, keep them pinned down. Let's get them. Okay, miners have less armor than the rest of them, so it shouldn't be too bad to get rid of them here. So take out all the easy stuff first, and we'll worry about the difficult stuff later, because hopefully we can get rid of them with the army losses. Good. Still managed to break him. Okay. He's dishing out damage, you know? I'm not unhappy with that. Maybe I might need to change my opinion. Maybe, we'll see. Problem is, I guess it comes down to the finances now. It's like, I know I could win this battle with the Skelly Spam army. Also, this army is being really stupid. They're still being defensive. Because all I need to do is just pin down all my bats and then keep us in melee. So what I'm doing is taking out their weakened units. Okay, that one's almost out of ammo anyway. Let's give this one a heal. Alright, might be best if we just waste the last little bit of those quarreler shots. Yeah, try and keep the longbeards for last, because those will be the most difficult to deal with. Try to get rid of as many of the miners first, because they're worth a bit of balance of power, for sure. Nah, not yet. Okay, cool, they're out of ammo. Alright, once again, let's lure them out here. Okay, they can't shoot us anymore. Isabella tanks, and the bats assemble. So far so good. Bounce power is heading towards even. I mean, they're being really stupid here. They should just charge at me right now. The ability for us to just like deal with them a little bit at a time like this is really ideal for us. Yeah, and the heck will heal them to full, so kind of got to waste it. There we go. Alright, now let's just throw them into melee here and just see how we go. It's looking like we might actually win. You gotta love it when the animations are all completely in sync. And then they're not. Yeah, see, if you get further back, in order to save memory, it like syncs up all their animations. But then we get in close. It's like different types of boiling water. Alright, this is where they start to fuck up. But pulling them out's gonna be pretty difficult. But I think we're gonna need to do that. We're starting to lose now. I did say I'd try to win. We gotta pull out of this. If we stay like this, we'll lose. Okay. We didn't necessarily get the better of them in that little scuffle, and then getting them out of combat's a little bit difficult. So that's it. Just get them back. Okay. One bat that just won't get out of combat there. I can't overcast Nehek, but we can heal a fair bit of the damage that we've suffered here. But yeah, definitely isolating them is a better option. Just go charging in there. No, they can't handle it at all. Okay, let's keep this up. So I've got a decent amount of wins, not heaps. Yeah, see how look, they're in sync there, and then you're getting close, and then it goes. And it's a good way to save memory. I can appreciate that. Because, you know, I don't think CA expect you to, yeah, look, even the elevations are completely in sync with their animations. That's actually pretty fun. They never expect you to build this shit army. But then, of course, they give Isabella a whole bunch of buffs, and then suddenly, we're seeing 19 bat videos. Let's bring back some of our bats. Alright, So what we need to be doing is having Isabella lure some of them out of it. Because, yeah, just a straight-on attack isn't going to work. Bounce of Power's not in our favor. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Should have used it on the Dwarf Warriors. Okay, and then surround them and charge in. Before they get involved.
It is done! Slaughter them!
Okay, Bounce of Power's looking even. Okay, back off again. Yeah, if you've got enough patience, I guess you could make this work in the early game. It costs money, and the whole point of the vampire is, if you want to be efficient with them, is to not pay anything. So I guess you'd only really do this if you're like really sick of skeleton spears. Like, I mean, really sick of them. And I know that there's a lot of people that are really, really sick of seeing skeletons. Okay. Lure some more out again. If we keep this up, we should be able to win. I'd rather not fight their heroes. I don't seem to be very good against that. I might not have a choice.
Swiftly! For Sylvania!
Just wait for them to get in there, and we'll swoop down at them. Yeah, so Isabella should be able to beat him fairly easily. Let's use this now. Ooh. Maybe don't have a fear of bats. Definitely need to get your rabies shot after this. Alright, Bounce of Power's still not even, but we're getting there. Okay, now it's almost even. Just a little bit more damage to them, and it'll be even. This one here went right in there. It's not good. Alright, cool. We've routed the Thane. Run him off the battlefield or kill him, whichever. Oh, he maybe just got terror rattled or something. Do we have terror? No, I don't know how we got terror rattled then. Thanes don't have immune to psychology, do they? I don't think they do. Okay, now it's evenly matched, but we still can't win if we just charge in there. We've got to keep doing this. Yeah, no, he doesn't have immune to psychology, so I don't know. Okay, let's try to completely surround them. Those of them that want to fight in here. Seems like they want to commit a bit more now. Just so at least we got that. It's evenly matched now, so that definitely helps a little bit. Bounce of Power is now in our favor, ever so slightly. Cool.
Isabella von Carstein!
Could use Van Hels's Dance Macabre, but only buffing one unit doesn't make much sense. If we could overcast it, it would be a bit better. Because it affects all of them.
Tremble, mortals!
Alright, there we go. We're gonna win. We can attack them head on now and win. So, yeah, we did manage to get the win. Funny thing is, based on the image that he sent me of him winning this, I think I did better. Despite being on a harder battle difficulty.
Oh, I can show it, can't I? Hang on.
I'll show how he did.
Night has fallen. Bow before me.
Okay, back off again. We want to try to get that charge bonus as much as possible, even though it's not a huge charge bonus. It's better than nothing. And it's really also about getting a bit of extra shock so that we can break them. Not easy to break, but it is possible.
Isabella von Carstein!
Good, don't let this guy here get back. And there's the army losses. I think it's a pretty early army losses as well. And let's get a couple of heals in here. We used up a lot of our regen because they've all got the hunger. Yeah, I can get one more Nehek in. On this one here would be best. Cool. And close victory. Well, he got a Pyrrhic victory, so suck on that. Alright. And let me just get that let me get that image up. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Do I need to block anything out of this? No, I don't think so. Oh, hang on, maybe. So this is how he did on normal battle difficulty. So those were his results. So he got a Pyrrhic victory. Lost one of the bats. Isabella got 56 skills. So he had 507 remaining. I have 786 remaining. Okay, cool. And this was on very hard battle difficulty as opposed to normal battle difficulty. So yeah, look. I was prepared to just dump on this completely. But we did win the battle, right? But, hang on. It cost 2,000 gold, right? Did you research the thing? It just... I don't know what to tell you. Like if you want to play the campaign badly, it's totally up to you as long as you're having fun. That's the main thing. But this sucks. It's like the first thing that you should do. Like, I just don't understand. It's like, it's difficult. It's difficult for me. I have to understand, to tell myself, look, different strokes for different folks. Everybody play different style. It's fine. But the cheese master inside my brain is like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? Like, this was not needed. Reduced upkeep costs for fell bats. 100%. 10%. You know? This whole army could have cost 288. And let's see how she's been leveled up. So, Midnight Children, Sleep at Dawn, Ravening Beast, Tongue of a Rising, right. Alright, she's... Right, she causes Discouraged. I mean, the way I would level this up, to begin with, so there's 15 points that have been distributed, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You could have had the Hellsteed. Yeah, you could have had the Hellsteed. I think that would have been way better, and I would have used a Skelly Spam army. Like, you've only got 2 armies. On turn 42, as the Von Karsteins. Ugh. Okay, so, rating this Doomstack. It did win, and if you're sick of skeletons, then that's fine. If you want to do this kind of stuff, if you want to do that, if you find this sort of thing fun, that's fine. Is this effective? No. The AI performed extremely badly there. They could have won that battle if they had really pressed the advantage on us, if like gone into melee, but they were very, very passive. Alternatively, if we had used a Skelly Spam army, we could have won the battle as well. It would have been a lot easier, and this army would literally cost like 85% cheaper than what it is now. So you could have had like 4 armies rampaging around by now. This is actually not a lot of progress at all, I think. So yeah, like in terms of rating this as an early game crap stack, I would probably give it like 3 out of 10 because there's better options, and always the score that any faction get is based on the cost that it's that's costing you, but also in comparison to other armies that are available. So you might send me an army that can win, but if I know that there are better choices, then you're probably going to lose points based on, you know, various different factors. So I think 3 out of 10 is where I'm leaning at with this. It's not ideal at all. It just comes down to flavor if you just want to do that. And that's fine, but if you want points, flavor doesn't get anything because everybody has a different taste, whereas strength is absolute, okay? To some degree. I mean, you can still screw up even if you got power. I mean, free is free. I mean, that's a great price. Let me tell you that much. Anyway, that's the end of this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from that. I appreciate the guys sending this one in. It was definitely interesting. I don't like bats. I mean, like, in the game. I don't like the bats. I have no problems in bats in real life. But I just don't think it's very good. So 3 out of 10 for that. Not very good. Don't approve of it. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.